LR, the Liberal Redneck here, coming to you from a country where so many things from the latest campaign and election of the next president just do not add up. In his first administration, the president-elect, a convicted felon, crashed the economy, let 1 million Americans die from his gross mismanagement of the COVID pandemic, sent scarce COVID testing machines to Russia while his own citizens were dying in droves, led an insurrection against the government of the United States, was judged by 140 historians to have been the worst president in the history of our country, and has supposedly been given another chance. Does this mean ineptitude is its own reward? Towards the end of the campaign, he seemed to merely be going through the motions, like he knew in advance the fix was in, and it did not matter what he did or said. 3 ominous comments stand out. "I don't need your votes. Speaker Johnson and I have a secret. You will never have to vote again." Then came a bizarre series of events where he bussed in supporters to a rally in the desert and left them there to walk 5 miles back to their cars. He stopped speaking at a rally and did his little dance for 30 minutes to the YMCA, talked about the size of Arnold Palmer's penis, and acted like he was deep-throating his microphone. The crowds at his rallies were shrinking badly, and people were leaving because they were bored with his same old tired message of revenge, while Kamala Harris was drawing full houses, including 75,000 at the Ellipse in D.C. Then there was Election Day. Early voting was huge, and virtually every polling place reported long lines waiting to vote on November 5th. The media said it would be days before we had the final numbers, but that was not the case. As soon as the polls closed, they were announcing the winner well before all the votes could have possibly been counted. Finally, we got the total, and in spite of the massive early voting and long lines at the polls, the numbers were way down over 2020. It turns out that final tabulations showed that 18 million people who voted in 2020 did not show up in 2024. 15 million Democrats who voted for Biden did not vote for Harris, and Trump got 3 million less votes than he did in 2020. That final number is in conflict with the turnout. I must go to Hamlet for an explanation. Something is rotten in the state of Denmark. I suspect that Elon Musk provided the technology and Russia provided the hardware to create the highly improbable outcome. We have been scammed. This was not a legitimate election, and heads need to roll. Thanks for listening.